Hello, and welcome to part 2 of my comparison video of Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Street Fighter 4. Well, now we've talked about stuff like gameplay, characters, and stages for these two games. Let's go talk about some of the other things, such as the game options. Now, Super Street Fighter 4 offers a pretty good bit of options. You know, it offers like, it offers a good bit for a fighting game anyway. If you could say that. It offers like, the usual like arcade mode and versus mode. It also offers a challenge mode that you can use to get like achievements on. And you got training. And of course you got, network battle, your online play and stuff like that. Now Brawl offers, I would say, probably offers more options than Super Street Fighter 4 does. It offers like the classic mode, which you can think of like compare to arcade mode in this game. And you got the adventure mode of the Subspace Emissary. And you got the All-Star mode, which you can unlock. The Stadium mode. You got the events, which are kind of like challenges. Kind of like the challenge mode in this game. And Stadium's got multiple modes in it, like target test, home run contest, multi-man brawl, which houses like all the different brawls, like 10-man brawl, 100-man brawl, stuff like that. And of course you got the unlockable boss battles mode for Stadium. You got the training mode, of course, duh. And of course you got your group mode, where you have like the brawl mode, which is like versus mode. You also have the special brawl, which is very unique in terms of the versus mode, where you can customize your battles with all kinds of options. Kind of like compared to the special melee in Melee, and how it's a little more, to me a lot better, because not only do you get more options, but you also you can also layer on options and such. Yeah, with my grandma. Anyway, so it does offer that, and you also got the turning mode. You got the rotation, which more than 4 people can enjoy that. You can enjoy with tons of people, to play. You got a good bit of friends to play with on them. And of course, you also have other extra modes. Have like your stage builder. You got that, where you can build stages, of course. Both games you can save replay data, I think. You can save replays. That's what I think. I think you can do that. Super Street Fighter 4. I need to check, of course, but if you can, I think you can save longer replays than you can in this game. In Brawl, you can only save it to 3 minutes. Yeah, but you can take. You can take photos and can view your photos and stuff like that. You've got the masterpieces where you can play little game demos and such. Just more modes, overall in Brawl, and it also has online as well. Although it's online, I haven't really played any online battles on Super Street Fighter 4, but I can probably say they're a lot better than Brawl, because it's on the PS3 and such, or at least on a more powerful console, and I got a better service for it. Because Brawl, I have played online battles in Brawl, and they're quite laggy. Though it must be my connection and the internet service I'm using. Who knows? Some people say it lags, some people say it doesn't. Whatever. I can't really answer that, completely, or answer why that is. Now, in terms of content, both these games offer a good amount of content. Though most of Super Street Fighter 4's content tends to be, it tends to mostly be stuff that's for bragging rights, like titles, achievements, stuff like that. Mostly for bragging rights. Of course, you also unlock different colors and such, and you got the alternate outfits, which you can download off your respective network, depending on which game you play this, which console you play this game on. And but yeah, most of them are just for bragging rights. Some of Brawl's content, extra content, is also for bragging rights, such as the trophies and stickers and stuff like that. But the trophies have a little more worth to them, because not only are they like animated and such and very well detailed, but there's also history behind each trophy or behind each item that trophy represents, and that makes it a little more worth collecting. Not to mention you can kind of play around with them in diorama mode and kind of create little scenes with them. You can have fun with them. Anyway, let's say then you get the stickers, which not only can you play around with them as well, but they can also be used as power-ups in the Subspace Emissary, which is very cool. Make your characters stronger and such. That's very good, and that makes them a lot more worth getting as well. And of course, you get your music, which again is worth getting because not only can you listen to it, but you can also set, depending on the stage, you can also set that particular soundtrack. Or you can set its likelihood to play on that stage or on the menu, because you can also get soundtracks for the menu. You can customize them for the menu, and that's pretty cool. I'd also have to say that both games have pretty cool menus. I think Brawl's is a little more unique in that regard, but Super Street Fighter 4 has some pretty good ones. But we're not here to talk about menus, so we'll forget I said that. And yeah, overall, the content in Brawl is very staggering. It's very staggering how much they put into this game, aside from just characters and stages and such. There's just so much to do. Of course, I mentioned the masterpieces, and there's also 5 masterpieces you can unlock. There's 12 in total. You got 7 you start with, 5 you can unlock. That's going a little too deep, and so yeah. But anyway, both games have a great amount of content to them, and there's probably future content coming along the way for Super Street Fighter 4. We'll wait and see what happens. So overall, both games are equally good, and I like them both equally. For that they're not only because they're both great fighting games, but for their own individual strengths and such. I mean, Super Street Fighter 4, its content may not be as worth getting as in Brawl, due to the fact they're just for bragging rights. But its gameplay alone just makes it equal to Brawl. That's more of a true fighting game, whereas Brawl is more party style. So yeah, no real weaknesses, no real strengths or weaknesses between them. At least that makes one better than the other, because they're not. So yeah, what can I say? They're both great games. But tell me what you think. Tell me which one you think is better. Tell me your personal experiences if you played both games, or you can tell me if my comparison is full of shit. If I'm full of shit for making such a comparison. You can say that. Just don't flame me. Give me some good reasons as to why I shouldn't have done it, or it's just bad in general. Just give me reasons why. Anyway, that'll be all. I don't know what my next video will be, but hope I'll get to it soon. So, later.